start, the theme song, or the opening theme will play. We won't be able to hear it. They won't be able to
Yeah,
hear
I won't
it.
sound the best, but
Yeah.
I grew up around.
Welcome back to another edition of Double Dose of Reality. What's your reality? What's your reality? Double dose of reality. Double dose of reality. It's Coach Pops and Coach D. Representing the ICT. Double dose of reality. Double dose of reality.
But shout out to Coach Knox, Team of Hard Knocks, Skylar McCombs, everybody's with
Go read a book.
You gotta wake up and smell the roses.
Hey, welcome to another edition of Double Dose of Reality. What's your reality? What's your reality? Hey, I got my boy Coach D in the back. I'm your boy Coach Pops D in the front. If you flip it around, put Coach D in the front, you put Coach Pops in the back, you still gonna come up with double D's, and you cannot go wrong with double D's. I never have. Hey man, I got a NAACP recipient um October the 25th at the Wichita Marriott. Hey man, I got Mr. Lee Hurst or Hurst L. Lee Jr., however you want to pronunciate it. Hey man, Mr. Lee, hey man, I appreciate you coming on to the show. Hey
Sir.
man, it's a blessing, it's an honor. While we was talking, you had opportunities and people wanted you to go on their podcast, on their shows to pick your mind and stuff, and you didn't feel comfortable at that time. You know what I mean? And this is the very first one that you're on. And hey, man, we are excited at D&D Productions. Man, we thank you. We appreciate you. Uh, you was at West High for 6 years. You're no longer there. All right, I'm gonna get back to your introduction here in a while. I gotta speak up on West High. I got the shirt on. West High, my nephews went there. My nephew, first black four-time state champion, Tristan DeShazer. He had joined our production team, me and Coach D. Tristan, shout out to you. Man, he's getting all the technical and AI stuff. And hey, man, it's just an honor, man, for you to come up on our show, man. And man, we a low budget show. We sponsored by where my logo at? Here we go. We sponsored by Echo Blue Farms Coffee, man. We just trying to put things out here, trying to just, man, be great people and positive peoples, man. And our show is What's Your Reality? We taking extraordinary people who some deem or who have ordinary jobs or common jobs who have a story to tell. He's a school teacher. He works at the AMAC building. Uh, he's a you are a consultant, education technology specialist. He was currently at West High. West High. Currently up there for 6, 7 years.
That's right.
Right now you're carrying on. Well, you're working at the AMAC Center, but you're carrying on a program that's dear to your heart, is dear to my heart, is dear to Wichita heart. You carrying on a future ready advocate, mentoring that goes out to schools based at Truesdale. The program was started by my boy Bugs Polite.
Right.
Shout out to Build and Rebuild. I say them all the time, man. We talked about the universe bring people together, not by mistake. All right. If you have the same mind thought or you on that same universal principle thing, it brings everybody together. And for you to carry on Future Ready Advocate, where you're outside of West High, where you've been for years and been doing wonderful work there, and we're going to get to that. Graduate of Heights High,
That's right.
Hollywood Heights, Coach D. And they said, Coach D, show him your hand, man. Show him your hand. Hey, man, Coach D, he Hollywood Heights too, man. Hey, man. I don't know if Hollywood is still Hollywood now, man. I mean, they halfway, but I heard it's a little rough now. You know, I, I, he's one of those Hollywood Heights. He was
Played
a
athletics.
he played athletic at Heights, but went to Northeast Magnet. Man, that's kind of like some of the guys that say they Bulldogs and take their kids to the Trojans, man. Hey, man, I'm just saying
Make
that, man.
sense.
I'm just saying. But Hurst Lee, uh, you studied public relations
Yes.
at Alabama State University.
Yes, sir.
While you was at West last year, we're gonna get back to Alabama State University's ABC, HBCU, and we're gonna get on that. Um, so you're saying you graduated from Heights, you went to a HBCU, you're teaching at a school, so you value education.
Absolutely.
You value education. Before I get on with your accolades, man, tell us a little bit about going from Heights to an HBCU to teaching in the school to being a ready advocate mentor. Last year at West High, you formed a group or you got a group together to pay the tuitions or the fees for all the senior kids. Am I right?
Yes.
All the senior kids that had fees. If you don't pay those fees, you do not get to graduate. You may walk across that stage.
Actually, it went the opposite.
Oh,
They
oh,
would not allow them to walk across the
mm-mm.
stage if they didn't pay their fees,
Come
but they
on,
were going to be
explain to me.
allowed to receive their diploma. This is something that was a shift and change from the principal at the time, the current principal. And so with that happening, I received this list and the sticker shock I had over the number, it was $7,220 of debt
Mm.
that the
Uh,
seniors had. And
of,
so
of, of fees that they didn't pay they
fees.
4 years of school.
And so a lot of those fees, mostly they come from technology and athletics. So lost textbook, lost or broken laptop, unpaid uniform fees. That's what really carries the bulk of it. It really
Mm,
wasn't the school lunches.
right.
So those things accumulate over time. The beauty is at West, we don't limit students from being able to participate from not having those fees paid. We'll find a way to get them in, but they still create a debt. And
Wow.
so in her efforts of eliminating that debt, they said that you can't walk if you didn't have that diploma. And so I was tasked to start making those calls to the parents to advise. And so
When you said task,
mhm,
you felt the need or
are
you was
I was
asked.
asked to and
Okay.
sent this list to say, can you start making these calls from an AP? And so when I got it that morning, it was sticker shock. I was like, what can I do? I'm like, I'm
Mm,
connected to so many people. I
right.
know people that have money. I know people that have resources. If I can make a post and it reaches someone or anything
Yeah.
I can get to help, I'm going to do it.
Right.
And so I did that.
Man.
And within 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, over
Yeah.
$13,000 was raised. So all of my seniors' fees were paid, and the remaining balances went to school balances for other seniors in the district.
Right. And you say for you to raise 13,000, even seven, and to put that out, I mean you gotta be good peoples. You
Very,
got to be good peoples. So we talk about it, and I had to learn the hard way. You try not to burn bridges. You never know when you need your fellow man. And for the people that came to the call, hey man, hey man, you guys are MVPs. It's just like everything that's going on in this world right now. Man, in real life, we need each other.
that's right.
We need each other. And for you people who don't think you need some melanated people in your life, whether you're taking they sales or whatever, you do.
That's right.
You do. And we appreciate the ones who cross over, the ones who help, the ones who help those kids live an experience. But some may not even get to that plateau of experiencing things
That's right.
because of things that happen in life. But to walk across that stage to score a touchdown, those are monumental things that they get to carry on.
That's
And man,
right.
we appreciate you taking on that task.
And
You know what I mean? Because hey man, I learned that everyone can't be a leader. And the ones that do take on that task, it becomes a sacrifice.
that's right.
Right. And I know you had to sacrifice and put the call out and it came through.
And that's
Uh,
right. Because in that moment, um, part of the reason why I didn't do any media news or interviews, I was contacted by multiple news stations to get my perspective on it. But I guess you could say the protocol and the way that I did it wasn't the way that it's supposed to be done.
right,
So in the moment, I acted on impulse to get what I needed to get.
right.
And some people don't like that because it kind of looked as if I was overstepping.
Hmm.
But sometimes you have to overstep to get
Yes,
done what you need to get done because
yes,
otherwise it could have been a quiet. How many of my seniors are not going to walk,
right,
unspoken and quietly because it wasn't put out there that this was a need.
right.
So I'm the type of person that doesn't mind at all um, overstepping if I need to get
Yes,
done what I need to
if you
get
see
done.
there's a need.
That's the
Right.
person I am. And some people, it could be a problem for you, but I get what I need and I get done what I need to
Come
get
on.
done. And what my students need, it gets accomplished.
Right.
Their needs get met.
And your students' needs. And we're gonna get to that. So you are receiving I don't want to say Janet Jackson, you know, it's the Jeanette
Jeanette.
Jackson. All right, she's still
Yes.
bad. All right.
Yes.
It's called Community Service Award. It's from the Wichita branch, NAACP,
That's right.
Wichita branch, which is in its 150th year, 50th year or 150th time presenting the award,
This is the 105th year of the Freedom Awards.
the Freedom
Yeah,
Awards.
the
105 years that the
Freedom Award.
NAACP has been honoring Black excellence.
Yes.
How you say that? Come on, you're a teacher,
Excellence.
man. Come
Yes.
on, man. Is it
Excellence.
tomato or is it tomato, man? I don't
Excellence.
know, man. Help
Yes.
me out, man.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. It's
man.
been 105 years since they've been doing this nationally
Wow.
through all the chapters of honoring, really, I guess you could kind of say a lot of the unsung heroes
Right.
in local communities.
Right. And a few years ago, my cousin Charles Knox, he received it. My sister, who's running for District 1,
Shay.
DeShazer, you know, we're not pumping her to be the next councilwoman of District 1. We're not saying she's going to go out here and do a great job because we already know she's qualified. All right. But
That's right.
a quick note about that. When my sister received that award, it was like I received it, and
Yes.
I received some awards after that. And I, even through my speech, I said I accept that, but you can't top when my sister got that award
That's right.
because I was there through the battles. I was there through the tears. I was there when people was talking about you for doing what's right.
Right.
Wait a minute. All you do is go to work and clean your area and do your job. People get upset because you're doing what's right. And I seen you got real serious when you said you took on that task and whether how you feel, there's a need for my kids, I'm going to do it. If there's a need for my community, I don't need to clap. There was a need. There was a need for that old woman to get some help in that housing. There was a need for these young ladies who was out here doing the most to see other positive ladies. There was a need to follow up. This is what you have to future ready advocate. Future ready advocacy is not, we're not just going to talk to you one time or we're not going to, and I'm not knocking no, that's your reality. I'm not knocking no one who comes shake the kids' hands
Take
at the
pictures.
and take pictures at the beginning of the school year. I'm not knocking you. If that's your niche, you do your niche, baby. But if you're not doing follow up, if you're not talking to the kids' parents,
That's right.
if you're not available, and most of all, and you know this, and we talked about this earlier, in the district, in the red lines, coaching between the red lines, teaching between the red lines, you have to have a realness
That's right.
with the kids. And
Absolutely.
I still got some more. And one of the deals that one of these people said about you was your relationships
That's key.
with the kids. Tell me about the importance of relationship with the kids, or how did you build a relationship with the kids that made their reality to trust you?
See, that building relationships and establishing trust is really key because these kids can read you. People underestimate them and don't think that they can tell if you're real or if you're fake.
Hmm.
They can tell if you're really genuinely invested in their life or you actually really care or if you're just here in a moment. And so you're not going to get much out of them if you don't take that time to build. So in building those relationships, you're going to be an effective communicator. You're going to be visible. You're going to show them and lead them to opportunity. As long as they can see and know that you're genuine and you're presenting an opportunity for them to grow, or you're engaging with them so that they can switch their trajectory of their mind or get another perspective of things, and nothing that you're doing is coming across in a threat or it's not coming across in a way that's intimidating,
Right.
they listen.
Right.
And they know you're genuine. They know you're real. They listen. Also, I guess you could also say my height and being relatable and being a friendly person, being a knowledgeable person, it makes a difference. Because when I'm in the school, I'm on your level.
Right. Right. Right.
I'm not that big intimidating guy coming
Right.
in,
Right.
regardless of my age.
Right.
So I'm sitting in the classrooms and I can just blend in. I can sit right with y'all at lunch, and we're having these regular conversations, and we're putting out fires, and I'm inspiring you to do things, and I'm connecting you to opportunities. So I'm genuine, and they know that I'm really here to help.
Right. And visibility means they see.
They see you.
We see a lot of words like transparency, and if you listen to the elections and people say they say that word, but do they really see what you're saying and doing?
Right.
Right? The visibility, seeing, and transparency, it may all sound the same,
Right.
but is it the same?
It's different.
It's different.
It's different because you can have someone that's a really great orator, you take excellent pictures, you're well connected and all of that. But are you really connected to the
Mm,
cause? Are you really connected to these youth in this
yes,
community to make a difference?
yes.
Those that aren't, you're not going to really genuinely make the impact.
No.
Can you get funding and can you take pretty pictures? Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
But are you
Oh
actually
yeah.
going to be able to make the genuine impact to make a difference in our community and culture?
Yes, yes. And that's good. Yes, you can get the funding, you can do the handshakes, and once again, you can wear whatever you want to do. But are you reaching that one?
That's right.
And we talked here with Tracy Mason, West High graduate.
Yes.
Um, he's a child advocate, and
Yes.
I'm going to pretty much say, in a sense, you're a child
Absolutely.
advocate. You know what I mean? I know you care about your kids, but it's each person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why they one of the people wrote this quote, or they said it about you. All the years of service to students, your hard work has not gone unnoticed. For the relationship, we talk about relationship. Me and Coach D got a relationship. He came to my life about 6 years ago, and as we grew as a relationship, he started coming out of his shell, and now he's a bully, man. All right, man. I never knew my boy was a bully, man. All right, I had to talk about it because we got the school teacher here. We don't like bullies, man.
We don't.
You know,
I have to get them together.
we gotta get it together. I had to give had to to my boy. But if I didn't have a relationship with him, I couldn't joke to him like
Right.
that. And in this world, you joke too heavily. You may get fired from your job, and we're gonna get on that here in a minute. Um, but they said you have a relationship you have dedicated will last a lifetime.
That's right.
This is a deserved congratulations from the NAACP. Um, it's Saturday, October the 25th. Tickets are on sale for $75. You can get it from him or anyone else that's connected to the committee. It's at the beautiful Wichita Marriott. Hey man, I've been there a couple of times. It's a beautiful event, black tie event. Come out and support. Another guy who's scheduled to be on the show. He's another Hall of recipient, DJ. What's the
DT Unity.
DJ? Man, my bad, Unity. DJ Unity. He also is receiving a lifetime award. And if you ever get a chance to talk to that man, he knows the history and the essence of Wichita, Kansas.
Right.
He can tell you about 9th Street. He can tell you about Cleveland back in the day. We had a black Walmart here. I mean, a black Wall Street here.
Yes. I
We,
remember.
there was a black Wall Street right here in
Off 13th.
yeah,
Off 13th.
13th
That
and
whole strip was
Strip,
all
Cleveland
independent.
area. And man, we have so much rich history and tradition. And by you being a teacher, they try to take a lot of that away. But we're going to give you, man, come on, man.
Humbly
Come on,
appreciate
man.
it. Humbly
Come on, man.
appreciated.
And like they said, you put in the work, not wanting the accolades. Put in the work because, as Coach Chris told me, I said, Coach Chris, he said, man, you getting all these awards, man, ain't you this? He said, man, I getting an award for doing what's right.
It's my job.
Getting an award for doing what's right. That's crazy at times. You know what I mean? But we know we put in the work, and sometimes it may go unnoticed.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And it should be noticed, but also it comes with a great responsibility. We lost a good friend, and if you went to his funeral because he did not take time, according to his family. So like y'all know I love y'all, but according to y'all, he did not take time out for himself because he was so worried about others. And that's when you become a great person, or that's when you found your purpose.
That's right.
And if people believe in being reincarnated and finding your purpose, well, I mean, but the man found his purpose because he's still generating, still,
Fulfilling that legacy.
come on, man. One baby walking in shoes, shoes, and to carry on, and to get pressure on you is talk to me about that.
I, to me, honestly, it is a lot of pressure and the expectation because a lot of times in what we do as educators, not only just in what I do in my role, a lot of times the expectation is really unrealistic. A lot of times it's as if we're supposed to be able to create and manifest miracles, but it's just everything we do. It's one day at a time. It's planting one seed at a time, and that time and the patience of helping to cultivate that seed to grow. That's how you make the impact.
Right,
There is no cookie cutter way. There is no quick way of doing this work. And this is why the collaborative effort of so many of us is essential
right.
in making the impact. There, the way that some of us have our city where we're division and all those things is it's totally unnecessary because everyone needs everyone.
Yes.
There's something that you've got that's going to be beneficial to my kids. Just like I called you just what was that
Yeah.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Because I had someone that said, "Hey, I haven't played football on the team since fifth grade."
Right.
And who do I know? I know to call Coach
Right.
Shazer,
Right.
and he connected me to who I need to connect
Yes.
this young man to get done when he needs to get done.
Yes.
That's what it should be about collaboration and not competition.
Yes.
But unfortunately, human nature is how humans operate.
Right.
But everyone knows who's really genuine because those that are genuine get the job done.
Get the job done. Despite, even though it took you however long for they to give you a award, even though you know you fulfilled your award in your head, it do become hard of and for me, I'm gonna do what I need to do for the kids. If I gotta pick them up, and there's an airplane in the driveway, there's an SUV, there's 8 bicycles, there's a moped, there's a helicopter, and I'm picking this kid up and dropping him off after I did 16 hours of work. You know what I mean? You did what you did for those seniors.
Yes.
Um, hmm. I'm just curious. I'm pretty sure they probably send out something to the parents. Or the parents don't know that their kids won't go.
It never even got to that point because I solved it.
Okay, so before
So
you
they didn't even
they
like
even
a lot
get
of them
there.
don't even know I ever even had a balance. They didn't know. It was never announced to anyone at my school. The students didn't know. There were a handful of the whispers of some of the teachers that advised, but for the most part, it was never a hey, thank you, Mr. Hurst, for the no. It
But
was
it,
swept under the rug
ooh,
and it happened. And I didn't mind because like
right.
I said, what I need to happen happened.
It
And that's
happened.
all that matters.
Right.
I didn't need a hand clap. I don't my seniors graduated and they all got to celebrate
Man,
walking.
come
That's
on.
what mattered.
Well, if any parent of 2024 that went to West High, you know
2025.
2025, guys. If your Bible is real and you're reading that, they say to do things and don't be like the pharaohs and go to the middle of the street and say, I did this, I did this, I did this, because that's your reward. So
That's right.
parents, Hey man, you got your reward. But I'm letting you know right now, man. Did nobody tell this man thank you? You know what I mean? But I'm gonna say behalf of West High, man, thank you.
I
And now
appreciate it.
y'all know when a great leader, a great man who do for other people, you won't even know. You won't even know unless you get an award after years and years of service.
That's right.
You know, and so uh
I have received an award before. Actually, 2020, I received the Mentor of the Year award with Juneteenth,
okay.
and the big key and highlight for me in that was getting the students to get back to school
Wow.
and to graduate. Because during that time of COVID, so many students were not able to be found. But because of my relationships with these students
Right.
and my connection to find them and just my ability to find people,
Right.
like I'm a private investigator,
Right, right.
I could find
Right.
you. So yeah, so in doing so, I got so many kids back into school, and I was the one that kept them connected to what was going on and all the changes in the world in
Right.
school and community. And so that was seen by the Juneteenth committee, and so they awarded me that year.
Wow. And that probably must have catapulted because I read in 2024 with the work of a few other people in the district, uh uh black people, African Americans, hey man, indigenous people, whatever you want to call them,
Mhm.
their graduation rate
Was the highest
was the
ever.
highest ever.
So how this worked, as me and my team, the senior liaison, fast forward senior mentor team, this was our core objective is graduation, of course. With Dr. Polite and the Future Ready Advocate Mentor team, the initiative was to increase African American male graduation. So Dr. Polite was on the meetings with me and my team as far as the senior mentors. So his Future Ready Advocates partnered with us to assist making sure they track data and had engaged with African American male populations to ensure they're getting additional support. So that's how it worked, and that's how we not only the largest African American owned United Joint Effort.
Right. So basically, together we can
We
change the
can change
community.
things. We can get things
We can plant
accomplished.
some seeds.
When you have people that have integrity and have skill set and experience, we can we can make it
You
happen.
can make it happen. And that's a beautiful thing, man. Even the cameraman over there knocking the lights off, man. I love it, man. We're gonna HBCU.
Yes.
Uh, you're a graduate,
Yes.
Alabama State. I believe they the Hornets.
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Kirk, Kirk, who passed away. Um, his untimely death caused attacks or verbal attacks or what made several HBCU schools shut down. Or there was on high alert a few days ago. Virginia State was one.
That's right.
Hampton was one. And where you went to school,
We sure were.
Alabama State
They sure did.
was on lockdown.
We sure were.
And because of the rhetoric or what happened to this man, Um, tell me by you going to the HBCU, by you seeing that on TV, I believe a student from Houston University had nothing to do with that. Uh, Shout out to the families in Houston and the bayous. They finding bodies left and right. There was a black lady from Houston University, college student who they found down in there. But you took classes at Alabama State. I believe that's in Montgomery,
Yes.
Alabama. Man, how you feel about that?
Yeah. See,
Man, come
I would
on.
say when I saw that flash across my screen, I was disheartened because my first thought is, what do any of us have to do with any of this? How are we now the targeted entity or targeted university
Yes,
of something that had to do with one individual in person and one one political whatever he was. I
yeah,
never even heard of this man's name
yes,
ever in my life until the
yes,
day he was assassinated or
yeah,
shot or whatever you want
yeah.
to call it. Um, and I'm not saying that I'm I'm like, I have no empathy for his loss or anything, but
Right.
I don't know you to really care or have concern like that.
Right.
But my concern really more so is, why are you targeting us? Why are you targeting my university? Why is it when these moments like this happen, we have to try to target the so-called black people and make it a problem that was derived from us when we
Right.
have nothing to do with it at all?
At all. At all.
That was just mind-boggling. But I know in who we are, Alabama State University. When we take class, the world takes note.
Yeah.
And just going to HBCU, especially Alabama State University, we're resilient people.
Yeah.
So when it comes to moments like that, we handle ourselves and we handle the business accordingly. But we don't walk around in fear of that.
No.
It's just not how we grow.
Right. And you said fear. The mayor of Montgomery, Mayor Steve Reed, he said we would not be threatened, and we would not live in fear.
Absolutely.
Guys, it's a lot of things going on in this world, and we've been targeted. I'm from the 60s, right? The same words I've been hearing: change, transparency, better this, better that. Hey, man, one thing that's consistent is those words and the target on
Process.
you want to win an election, start attacking black people, make laws. All right. So, man, I know that was rough. HBCUs, guys, keeping us going there. I got a football player. He's up in Langston doing his thing. You know me, West High.
Yeah, one of
Come on,
mine.
he one of yours.
Mhm.
And I brought Raquel. What's his name up? Because you graduated with a bunch of other kids that graduated from the program that you were part of. Tell us a little bit about you.
Which
Is that you, Kevin Harrison, or that was the future right? I mean, a real rebuild.
think my okay. Base was created before the Future Ready Advocate Mentors inception through Dr. Polite. Like, that was one of the first things he did. BASE stands for Better Academic and Social Excellence.
Yes.
So the key and point of this entity and group is targeting our high achieving males,
Yes.
and now it's been expanded to even females, um, to get the support that they need. Initially, they started off for our black and brown students that were not getting the assistance and support they needed, that are high achieving. So here's the thing: when you're the kid that's doing the right thing, you're making the good grades, people assume that you got it figured out. They assume that you know what you're doing. And unfortunately, in the school system, we spend a lot of our time focused on our troubled kids, our ones that are causing distractions, the ones that are failing horribly. And so Dr. Polite recognized this need. He recognized that there's a gap, and we have
It's
so
a
many of our
visionary.
high achieving students that are not getting the assistance they need and support they need to be successful.
Right.
So this is where 9503 came into
Come on.
place. 95% attendance, zero suspensions, in-school suspensions, and a 3.0 GPA.
Come on.
Because if you can maintain these three core pieces in your academics, you can be successful. We can get you into scholarship. We can get you into a tech school and make sure that it's funded. It's just a small, simple baseline that if you follow it, you can win. And so that's what we did with base. So our base guys, when I meet with you, we're meeting with intention. This isn't a social emotional group. This is an academic group. So when I met with them just a few weeks ago, we're registering for ACT, because you got to take the ACT more than once so you can get a super score, and you got to get that score in and that application in before that deadline for that university's merit scholarships. Because if you think that I can do it according to my own time, then you're throwing away thousands of thousands, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that's a big part in what we do. I'm gonna check in with you. I'm gonna stay on you, and we're gonna sit down together. I'm gonna hold your hand together, and we're gonna get this done on time to ensure that you win. So just in doing so, last year, 100% of my base graduates are in college now on scholarship.
100.
100%.
Me, man.
100%. 100% of my graduate seniors that were in base with me
Wow.
are in college on scholarship.
Come on, man. And that's beautiful. And those are the seeds that we gotta plant. 9503. Man, he been talking about that. And when you graduate, 100% are in
College
college.
entrance.
In the words of William Poe, like, man, that's big.
And the thing
That's
is,
big.
I will not send you if you got debt. It's like with Rytrell. Rytrell, he's going to, HBCU.
Yes.
I advised him. I said you got to make sure that you're looking at your income, like you're look at the scholarships that you're going to be able to qualify for, and look at how much it's going to cost you in the loan that you may have to take out if you don't have enough scholarships to stack. I always advise them like, hey, I know you want to do this because of football, but you got to be mindful of this debt that you're going to take in with this. It's not only about sports. And if you go in here thinking it's about athletics and you're not handling your business academically, you're wasting your time and their time. So, I mean, I'm the one that has these hard conversations. Anytime some of these universities, you got the Fringe University, you got the Newman, and even Southwestern. They'll offer a nice large amount of money in scholarship, but the cost per tuition is twice the amount of what they're offering in
That's
scholarship.
what you do.
And students being, first generation, not generation, and you understand, you get excited just off of the initial scholarship. Oh, baby, let's go. But you're not doing a cost analysis to assess what's really going on here and how much you getting for your program. Do you qualify for it? Like, have you been seeking your scholarships? Have you been communicating with these coaches and are people in academics to ensure that you're receiving these scholarships? But doing a cost analysis to understand how much the school costs and how much I'm getting in scholarships, how much I'm getting in federal grant is key because we have a lot of kids we end up sending to some of these universities that can't afford it. And then they come back home after first semester. So in the work I do the work to avoid that. Even if that means having a hard conversation with the parents to say, do you have an extra $10,000, $20,000 in your account to pay the balance? Because this is what they're getting in scholarship is not enough.
Right.
So if you don't have that, how are they gonna stay in school? You know what I mean? So keeping it 100, being candid, and having those hard conversations is a part of of making things move.
Right.
So
And you gotta move. Earlier when you say when you meet with those kids, you tell them leave their emotions at home.
well, I mean it's difficult. It's difficult. Well, I would say it depends on the level and demographic that I'm working with because it goes so far and vast because I've got my base kids who are my high achieving smart guys. Anything that I bring to you, we're gonna do it and get it done, and that's it. Um, then I've got some they do need that social emotional, and there are things going on in their world. So we are gonna sit and have those conversations. I am gonna be patient with you and be attentively listening to you so we can come up with some solutions or really just be the ear that you need to hear.
That you hear. Now we can't bring up HBCU. Like some hearts and prayers, Lord, to all of you guys, man. They out here hanging people, man. All right, they out here hanging people, y'all, and then say it's a suicide. I say, man, this ain't Epstein Island. Yeah, how you gonna suicide yourself? Okay, okay, stop it, man. But anyway, uh, HBCU marching bands. I watched some Alabama State earlier today. Drum line, you know what I mean? Man, what it feels like to, that's big time. That's big time, especially down in the South. And you get the drum line, and man, how does it feel when you up in the stands and they go at it? Say you going against Grambling and Alabama State, and we want to see the boots again. The guy.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that's right.
man, tell me about the
That
bands are so
just
big.
just the life in a HBCU. Like you said, the games are more than just about the athletics and the sport. It's a fashion show. It's a turn up. It's a
It's a
it's
turn
it's a
up.
whole band.
Yeah,
It's the band, the sting. It's just it's a whole nother world and lifestyle that you're never gonna experience unless you go and see it yourself.
right.
I remember I actually rode the Greyhound bus to go visit. I went by myself, and I graduated. I was 17, so I'm a 17-year-old on the 35.
Whew.
With everything, like from staying in the dorm, all that.
You was ready for success, man.
So I made that happen. And one of the things I remember was just looking around, being nervous, like shut it down, bro. Hang out out here. Like, so they're like,
Yeah.
it's our campus. Nah,
Yeah.
and it's all good. It was just the sticker shock of being able to see so many of, not sticker shock, but just the general shock of being able to see so many of us together, and there's not anybody fighting. There's not anybody tripping. There's not anybody trying to just how it is, and I don't know how to really break it
Right.
down. I guess you could say from how it was from growing up here,
Right. Right.
and how when we get together, it's gonna be some
It's
drama, it's
gonna
gonna
be
be some
some
shooting, it's gonna
drums.
be
Gonna
some
be
fighting,
some
it's gonna be some
hating.
something, some hating,
Right.
some something.
Yeah.
But once you get to this HBCU world and you have a melting pot of people from all over the country, really all over the world, but we all look like each other. It's just this amazing,
Wow.
immaculate feeling. You got your crew from New York, you got Chicago, you got
Mm,
Cali, you got Kansas, you got
right.
Detroit, you got Miami. So you just have this melting pot of culture of people. So there's just one way to be. Like
Right.
growing up from Wichita, I remember it was like, oh, you weird, or you don't do this, or you don't hang out this, you don't dress this way, you don't fit into this box,
Mm,
then you're not like us. But going there really expanded my horizons. Like I don't have to be this conservative person that everyone else says I should be. Like I could
right.
be goofy, I could clown, I
Yeah.
could dress and
You be
build. Like you had to
yourself.
grow. Like really, college for me and going to HBCU is what helped me to grow into becoming
Right.
myself
Wow.
and beyond I guess kind of like the conservative box or G code of this is what's cool in Wichita, you know?
Right.
So I came back with that energy after having that experience,
Yeah.
from there and living in
Whole new
California and
world.
beyond. So
Right. Man, that's what's up. Man, we appreciate you being on the show, man. I just got a few more things to ask you,
yes, sir.
man. Man, this has been a great interview, knowledgeable, HBCU,
Yes, sir.
drumline. Uh, I seen that one of your favorite shows, and like I said, this universal stuff brings everything together. One of your favorite shows is The Daily Show.
Daily Show.
That was on your profile.
Was it?
Yeah, so you need to go change
I
that if
don't
that
know.
ain't
Where
it.
was
I
that?
mean, you so thorough, man, on your page.
Where was it? On
It's over there.
Facebook?
It says shows. All right, so I don't know. You may not watch it, but you need to go change
Yeah.
it. Or
Well,
they
yeah.
somebody store it on you.
I'm
All
trying to
right.
think of. I don't
Well,
know. It probably was written maybe many years
many
ago.
years ago. So, but it brought it in with the voice of the peoples
Mhm.
are strong.
Yes.
So you talked earlier that you reached out to the peoples, and I seen that Dave show, and I thought about Jimmy Kimmel.
Yes.
They try to silence his voice.
Hmm.
And it just made me think about how they try to erase our history,
That's right.
how they try to suppress our votes, how they try to add new districts so they can get people elected in office and they're going for it. So whether you watch the Daily Show or not, Jimmy Kimmel being rehired hopefully will let people know our voices is powerful.
That's right.
The words, our tongue is
That's right.
powerful. And then when you react on it, Target, Disney,
Wow.
Marvel Comics,
Hmm.
Marvel movies.
That's right.
Masasa, Black Panther. I got one of them dudes up there. You know what I mean? If they didn't have Jimmy Kimmel, I would have tucked that down too. I'd probably still take it down. How about that? All right, but our
Right.
voices are still powerful. So we listen to people and got those kids man, was with the money.
That's right.
They got the experience. They got to do something they can and their kids and someone else. And, you know what I mean? So words are big, and, 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 and we need to hear your words. Man, appreciate you coming on here. We covered a lot.
That's right.
Um, First show you've been on, man, you need to be on more.
That's right.
You're a very intelligent man. And from you being at 17 and already had self goals and already knew who you was, it's okay to be different.
That's right.
Now we ain't talking about be different and go on top of a building and off somebody.
Right.
All right. But if you want, man, wear your hair this way, do this. At the end of the day, be good peoples.
Right.
Be good peoples. And I'm hearing you, man. You getting the NAACP award, man,
That's right.
for doing what's right.
That's actually one of Dr. Polite's lines that always stays with me. It's do the right thing simply because it's the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do.
It's not that complicated. But sometimes just in life, it's like life is a game, and then you have the politics and you have the greed and the envy and the jealousy and all the things that we deal with as human people in this human experience. It becomes difficult for some.
Yes.
But for me, I keep it simple, I keep it easy, and I'm gonna do what's right.
Right.
And like you had mentioned, I haven't done an interview within these last 5 years, despite who's wanted me on a podcast or who wanted to cover me in news press for
Right.
things that I've done. And it's because exactly what you just said. Because when you shine too hard, and you shine too bright, you can become a target.
Yes.
I've had a moment where an email went out to an entire entity of people about how amazing I am and how great I'm doing. And after that happened, things started to change for me. And so this is a big part in why I a lot of times just kind of stay in my lane and I'm
Right.
going to do the work. I don't need to be in the forefront.
Right.
I'm just fine
Right.
because in the person I am, if you continue to attack me,
Right.
it's not going to be pretty.
Right. Right. Man, I'm glad that you came out here, man, because you have a story that needs to be heard.
That's right.
You're doing things that's being seen in the background.
That's right.
And it's not for the accolades, it's not for the hoorahs, bro. Sometimes they need to know that somebody's out here showing people, man. You know what I mean? You advocate, you in these kids' face in a positive way. And when you tell them, hey man, come on,
That's right.
I believe in you. And when they trust you,
That's right.
it's a hell of a thing. You understand what I'm saying? And we appreciate that. So, man, what's your reality?
Okay.
What's your reality? Man, I want you to get on that mic, look up in that camera, and whether it's good, whether it's bad, if you already watched this show, you already planted the seeds. And the main thing is let nobody know what you did. You know how much volume that is? You know how much weight that is? Stop playing with me, man.
It's true.
But it gotta be known so people can see, and we still got something to believe in.
It's true.
You know what I mean? For years and years, people say, "Coach, they should have gave you this. Coach, you should have gave you that." And every day, man, I call my boys, "Hey, man, let's go to practice. Let's go do it." You know what I mean? There's plenty of times I did not want to do it,
Right.
but I know if I didn't do it,
It's not gonna get
it's not gonna get done.
That's right. I would say that uplifting fallen humanity, this is my goal. This is my throughout my life experience. I've always wanted to be the person that I needed in my life to fulfill the goals and objectives I wanted to fulfill. I come from a hard-working family, blue collar family, military family, but my dreams are so much so big, and so a lot of things I've done, I had to do is try and error to figure out, to grow, and to manifest my dreams into reality.
Right.
But throughout my life experience and getting the knowledge and getting the experience, how can I live a life of not pouring this knowledge back into my community, into my kids? I had to do the trial and error to know how to do things right. So now I know how to do things right. I'm going to connect you to what's right. I'm going to connect you to that opportunity. I'm going to hold you accountable so that you can so ultimately you can manifest your dreams into reality. And so that you can even understand how big you can dream. And so you can
Yeah.
understand where the opportunity and resources are to make your reality come true, your dreams come true
Come
ultimately.
on, come on. So man, I love it. So you wants to be, and I have Bryce Graham over here,
Yes.
and one of his
Amazing,
deals that
amazing person.
yes, he's a very good person, and one of the deals that one of our mottos was, or one of our mission statement was to be a conductor
Yes.
for others.
That's right.
And for the people who don't know, I'm not talking about a train conductor, even though you can use that because the train conductor connects
Connect.
you.
Hmm.
All right. I'm trying to connect it from the computer chip. And we want to connect you to this, connect you to this, connect you to this. And a lot of times, people don't even know about the resources.
Exactly. This is exactly the issue is that the information sometimes is not out there. And like as I've said, my degree is in PR, public relations and communication.
Yeah.
And so people don't understand the importance of repetition. People don't understand that you've got to contact that parent and you got to remind that parent and that kid that they've got so many things going on in their world. They're not only thinking about opportunity or what may be there. Someone has to constantly put it in their face and remind them. Somebody has to hold their hand so they can get it done. And this isn't only with the young people. This is with adults
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Because with the parents, you could send them the information. We could text it. You could put it on social media. But if no one is having the conversation with them and no one is really breaking it down, then you don't have the buy-in.
Right.
So it takes more work than what people really truly understand behind the scenes to make things work. You can't just put it out there on social media. You can't just send it in the mail or put it on the radio.
Right.
It's not going to be impactful until you are grassroots working.
Come on now. Come on, man. Hey, man, we got Mr. Lee Hurst up in here. Double dose of reality.
Right.
Hey, man, we appreciate you coming on here, man. Once again, I got my boy Coach D. Hey, please like, subscribe, tell a friend, Garrett. Hey, man, it's been powerful. I appreciate you. The seeds have been planted, Polite. We're going to take the baton
Right.
from you, and we're going to keep future back.
Hey, it's Lee Hurst, your current future ready advocate mentor and youth advocate. Again, I'm thankful and appreciative to be on the show and to be amongst all of you. I'm appreciative and thankful to be receiving this award from the NAACP,
Yes.
the Next Jackson Community Service Award. I'm highly honored. I'm really thankful to be seen because, you know, I tend to do the work behind the scenes. It's who I am as a person. But when you do get that recognition, it does mean a lot.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta step out and show them, man. It does.
It does feel good.
It is, and it's well deserved. It's well deserved, but you know, I'm gonna put in this work, man. Come on, 316, Wichita. There's more recipients. I wish I knew your names, but shout out to the former winners, to the current winners, to the future winners. Plant those seeds, grow. Double dose of reality. Your boy come pop. D. Hey man, I'm voting for my sister. How about that? District 1, man. We making changes. No, we're not making changes. We already did the changes. You know what I mean? We're not going to change what we already been doing. How about that? Yeah.
Representing the ICT. I can't make this out.
Man, that was good.
Uh,
When he pulled up, he give his voice.
What's your reality? Double dose of reality.
I want to go to the eat. No, you got some
good, 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 good,
Bro.
down mics to use.